We see two people pushing left pretty hard. We're going to see if we can catch up to this RDO, maybe even save her. Two people here. We do have our ultimate. Could probably make a big play. We use our blink to get a little bit closer. We use our 3. We use our whirlpool. And we're able to get a double kill, cleaning up 2 right there. What a do, Skibbity Boo, it's your boy SeanyB Gaming, and today we have a view request to play Poseidon as jungle. If you are new to the channel, I upload 6 to 7 times a week. I add some commentary to a game that I've already played with the intention of seeing what went right and what went wrong, and hopefully there's something that we can learn together. If this is something that interests you, please check out the channel and subscribe for more content. If you are a returning viewer, Poseidon works really well in jungle because he gets increased movement speed from his passive and from his 2. That, and he has an ultimate that just gobbles people. So we're going to zoom around the jungle and eat people with the Kraken. Let's go ahead and review Poseidon's abilities. Poseidon's passive is his changing tides. As Poseidon's tide level increases, Poseidon's going to gain increased movement speed and his abilities are going to do additional damage. Successfully landing a basic attack is going to increase his tide by 10%. The abilities are going to do up to 20 additional damage at max tide, and the movement speed is going to increase up to 15% at max tide. Poseidon's 1 is his tidal surge. Poseidon's going to shoot a line attack in front of him that's going to push back enemies. This ability consumes 20% tide. Poseidon's 2, Poseidon is going to enhance his basic attack, shooting an additional 2 shots for a total of 3 shots for 6 seconds. Each one of these shots are going to give Poseidon successful tide gain. So it's 10 per hit, you're shooting 3. If you hit all 3, you're going to gain 30% tide. The additional shots are going to deal magical damage plus 20% of Poseidon's magical power. Poseidon's 3 is his whirlpool. Poseidon summons a whirlpool on the ground that is going to cripple targets and pull them towards the center. The cripple is going to make it to where they can't jump out or use any movement speed abilities. Not true. They can use movement speed abilities, they cannot use dashes or leaps. This ability is going to deal damage every 0.5 seconds for 3 seconds for a total of 6 seconds, and it's going to consume 20% tide. Let's go ahead and go over Poseidon's ultimate. Poseidon is going to summon a large circle. The Kraken is going to appear, damaging and slowing enemies in its radius. Enemies at the center of the effect are going to take additional damage and they're going to be knocked up into the air and stunned. So if they get hit by the larger circle, they're going to take 1x damage. But if they get hit by the center circle, they're going to take the 1x damage from the circle and they're going to take the 1x damage from being eaten by the Kraken. So you can pretty much double your damage by hitting people at the center of this ability. So we were able to steal the enemy red buff, hit the oracles, and now we're going to make our way to our red buff. It looks like they may have actually hit our red buff, which is a very nice play since we invaded theirs. We're going to go ahead and rotate back to mid, clean up this minion wave, and now we are looking for any kind of camp really. We're going to check the neutral harpies and mid. They're not there, so we're going to rotate back, hit our harpies, and then probably back. We actually do not have enough money for the tier 2 boots, which is super unfortunate, but we do want to back and get our timing when we get to the speed buff to be just right. In terms of the build, we're going to be going with Assassin's Blessing, and then we're going to be going into the tier 1 of Bancroft's Talons. Then we're going to want to complete our cooldown boots. The reason we are going cooldown boots is because we are picking up some lifesteal and Bancroft's Talon. We're going to go ahead and hit the speed buff. Use our basics to gain some tide. Tide is going to allow us to move around a little bit quicker. And whenever we activate our 2, we're going to gain increased movement speed as well. We're making our way to our blue. Serket solo, very interesting pick. I definitely would not have a good time with Serket solo. Serket's one of those characters that, in theory, I understand. I can just never really execute her kit very well. We're going to make a rotation mid, see if we can maybe sneak up on this Raw. We don't really have the damage online yet to do a whole lot, but we're going to try to poke him out a little bit. We get him to use his beads, that's a small win, so Raw won't have beads until 6:15. Beads and Aegis have a 3-minute timer, so if you see an enemy use one of those relics, you know that they won't have it for 3 minutes. So if you look at the time at the top of the scoreboard, or at the top of the screen, you're able to see when they used it at 3 minutes, and they will not have that relic until 3 minutes later. Nice little tip. I find it very helpful, especially when I'm a character that burns beads, like a Hades or an Ares. Poseidon, we're just going to get in there and ult people. If they Aegis it, good for them. If they don't, they're going to go down. So we're hitting this Harpy camp. We still have about 30 seconds before our speed comes back up. We are also looking very weak. We're going to maybe make a rotation to the purple, see if we can clean this up before we have to back. We have no mana, so if we don't get any help, I don't think we're going to be able to do this. Does not look like we're going to get any help. We're trying to hit the small minions so we can get some mana, but the larger minions are eating it, so we're just going to back. Quite embarrassing, and none of my teammates came to help, so I just looked very silly and wasted a bit of time right there. We were able to get our cooldown boots. That's going to give us a little bit of power, a little bit of mana, and 10% cooldown.
An enemy has been slain.
The Bancroft's Talon is going to give us 100 magical power. It's going to give us 15% lifesteal, and it's going to give us 150 mana. It has a passive that as we lose health, our magical power and our magical lifesteal are going to scale up. They scale to a max of 100 power and an additional 20% lifesteal at 25% health remaining. So that means as you lose health from 100% health to 25% health, your magical power and your lifesteal is going to go up. But if you were below 25% health, you're already at the cap for the passive on Bancroft's Talon. Looks like Raw might be going for his red. He's kind of expecting me to invade him. We get him with the 1. He's about to fly slow onto us. We do have our ultimate if we need it. With Poseidon, we don't want to die with our ultimate off of cooldown. We want to use our ultimate and then die. So if we're about to go down, we got to make sure we get our ultimate off. We see 2 people pushing left pretty hard. We're going to see if we can catch up to this Ardio, maybe even save her. 2 people here. We do have our ultimate. Could probably make a big play. We use our blink to get a little bit closer. We use our 3. We use our whirlpool. And we're able to get a double kill, cleaning up 2 right there and saving our Artio. Since we made the rotation over here, we're going to go ahead and clean up the wave that was here, but we're going to leave the wave that is coming for the Artemis. We could probably clean it up, get some additional XP and gold, but we're kind of siphoning from Artemis. We're not really looking to do that as a jungler. Let Artemis have her fun. Let her level up. No need to steal any of that. We're going to go ahead and hit the Harpies. Speed is going to be up pretty soon. Probably going to start making our way there now. So right now we're not even at full tide, but between the passive and our speed buff, we are kind of just zipping around the map. Whenever we activate our 2, we get even faster. We're going to go for the Harpies. Blue's not quite up yet. Looks like Ardio's making a rotation onto that Sobek.
An enemy has been slain.
We're going to skip the blue, see if there's anything we can do to help out with the Sobek. Sobek's so far pushed up. Set's here now. We're going to use our ultimate. That was a very bad ultimate because we did not get the knock up and stun onto him. Sobek dashes in. He's a little out of position. We're going to try to hit him with the 1. Unfortunately, that misses. I think if we would have connected with the 1, we probably would have had a pick right there. Ardio is very weak. Looks like she's backing, so I don't think she's going to mind if we clean up this wave. And it's not even her lane, so she's definitely not going to mind. We're going to go ahead and rotate to the blue buff. So now our timing on our next rotation is going to be a little bit off. Whenever we go from speed to Harpies, the blue buff is going to take a little bit longer to respawn. We do have enough money for Bancroft's Talons, so we're going to want to back and buy that pretty soon. There's a wave in mid, so we're going to go ahead and help clean that up. Our red buff is about to respawn. We're going to start working on this. Ryzen's rotating, so he gets some of the golden XP. We have our ultimate in 9 seconds, but we don't really have the mana for a full combo. The full combo with Poseidon is to use your 2 to gain some increased movement speed. Then you place your 3 under somebody while they're trying to escape. You use your ultimate, knock them up and stun them while they're still standing in your 3. That way they take all 6 forms of damage from the 3. They get stunned, they get knocked up, and then you can usually clean them up with a line attack or a 1 to end the combo. We're going to go ahead and drop our speed buff. Now that our Assassin Blessing has evolved, we're getting an additional 10 penetration, or 10 flat pen. We use our line attack, we're trying to gain Tide, but it's taking a little long. I think we'd be best off using an ability per camp, and then our 2, whenever we can.
They were warned.
Not double down on your 3 and 1 on a single camp, and then use your 2 to get the Tide back to 100%. You kind of rotate to see if the red's there. It is not. We're able to cut the set off right as he's starting to rotate toward our team. So he makes his rotation, he's going to throw his kit, not expecting us to come. We're going to go ahead and ult him, hit him with a line attack, and we're able to clean it up. We're going to fall back. We're not going to take any of the farm in this wave. Not a whole lot on the map for us to be going to get. The blue's up, our back left harpies are up. These side harpies in dual lane are not fantastic in terms of gold and XP. We're going to go ahead and make our way back to the back harpies. So that's what I was talking about. Use your 3 and use your 2, or use your 1 and use your 2. Unfortunately, we do not have our 2 right here, so we're just going to use our 3. Aphrodite is in left, same with a Wheelix. We probably need to respect the Wheelix a little bit. We use our 3. She takes a lot of damage. Knocked up, and a Wheelix just melted us. A basic attack, an ability, and a basic attack, and now it's gone.
You're both gonna need a hospital. An enemy has been slain.
Your middle tower is under attack.
So we probably need to pay a little bit more respect to the Wheelix. Gotta either focus her at the beginning of the fight or completely avoid her. So after picking up Bancroft's Talon, we're going to be going into Divine Ruin because they have an Aphrodite on their team. If they did not have an Aphrodite on their team, I might be going Spear of the Magus right after Boots. But since they have an Aphro, a Sobek, and a Raw, we're just going to get the anti-heal online as soon as possible. Divine Ruin is going to give us 90 power, it's going to give us 10 flat penetration, and it has a passive where whenever we damage an enemy with an ability, they're going to take 40% reduced healing.
They were warned.
Pretty helpful item, and with Poseidon, we're able to apply it relatively easy. It's not a hard thing to apply with Poseidon. Some characters, like Raijin, can actually apply it pretty easily because they have an ability that just bounces between characters. We're going to use our 2, get increased movement speed, use our 3. Unfortunately, she backsteps as soon as we use our 3. We don't want to chase her too hard, that is the support, and we are expecting people to rotate in. It's 4 people pushing her right now, in between 2 towers. It is not the best push.
An enemy has been slain.
We're going to go ahead and set up a ward in mid. Since Raijin's all the way in left, we're going to clean up his wave. He wasn't going to rotate back in time to make it here for the XP. Since we had 4 people so far pushed up in left lane, I feel like we should be able to get Gold Fury pretty easily. But if nobody comes to help, we can't. We're going to go for the red buff. Artemis and Artio kept pushing up left. We dropped red for a teammate. Now we're going to make our rotation back to mid. Looks like Raw is going for his damage camp.
They were warned.
We're going to see if we can rotate over. Serket was able to clean up one of the 2. Sobek is able to get the pick onto the Serket. We're just going to clean up the wave here. I don't think we're going to have kill potential onto the Sobek. Hit him with the line attack. So this game, we maxed out our 3 first, and then we were maxing out our 2 first, just so whenever we're clearing camps, we have the option to use either ability and then our 2. I think an argument could be made to level up your 2 after your 3 because you can gain increased movement speed. That will allow you to rotate around the map a lot more effectively. We have enough money for Divine Ruin and our speed is up, so we're going to go ahead and pick up Divine Ruin, start working on Spear of the Magus, and then we're going to make our way to our speed buff. We are up 5 kills, up about 100 gold, so it's pretty even in terms of gold. We do have our ultimate, so we should be looking to use that on the first target we can find. Right now we have max tide. We're going to use our 2, use our 1, get max tide. Look at how fast we're zooming. Raijin is not in mid, so we're going to go ahead and clean this wave up. And then we're going to rotate left. 3 people in left. Let's see if Raijin can survive long enough. He gets some good damage off. Awilix is very weak. We're going to see if we can get her. We hit her with the line attack. She can't hit us with a basic or else she can flip on us. We're going to use our Whirlpool and she flips over it. Took out so much of our health from this one ability. We're going to have to fall back because we got poked. Once. That's ridiculous. It's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. We're going to go ahead and drop the oracles. We have 2 people on us. We're going to go ahead and use our ultimate because it is a sin to die without using your ultimate. We go down. We should not have gone for the oracles right there. We should have just peeled back. We were aware of the 2 people coming from left, but we kind of forgot about Raw. Of course, Raw is going to make the rotation once he cleans wave up. So, just a little bad positioning by me, and 3 people are able to close in on me. We do not have enough money for a Spear of the Magus, so we're just going to be going back to start a rotation. Hopefully, we can time our speed right as we leave Fountain. Just taking a look at what the enemy team is building. Doesn't look like anyone really had anti-heal online yet. So whenever we leave the Fountain, we are using our 2 for the increased movement speed. Our speed is up. Artemis goes down. Serket has 2 people on her. We're going to see if we can help the Serket out. Serket has 3 people on her. We do have our ultimate in 5 seconds. Set's here. Afro's here. We get some damage off with our 3. We do not have a lot of tide, so we're not going to be as fast as we could be. And we're not going to deal as much damage as we could. But we are going to try to play it safe. We hit her with 3, hit her with the ultimate, hit her with the 1, and we're able to get the pick. Now it is just us left. Our team completely left us. Raijin's rotating towards us. Set backs up. Raw is in mid. We're about to get slowed by Raw's 2. He pulls back. That is his ultimate. And we are able to get the pick and successfully get out. Serket is still tussling. We're going to rotate to the blue buff, but the enemy team probably stripped it away. Yep. We're going to see if we can help this Serket out. Just get this Sobek a little weak, maybe force him to back. We do not have our ultimate. Looks like he's making a play for his blue buff. If we could steal that, that could really help this Serket out. We drop the blue. So now Sobek's going to have some mana issues. We hit him with the 1. He's less than half health. I don't think we're going to be able to do much more than that, so we're going to go ahead and rotate out. Serket says, let's go for it. I say, sure. She jumps in, gets the ultimate. We hit him with 3, hit him with the line attack, and Serket is able to get the pick. I don't think Serket could have gotten that without me, and I don't think I could have gotten that without Serket. She made a really good play by telling me to attack, being like, let's just go for it. I would have rotated out if she didn't say attack, so that little bit of communication really helped us out.
They were warned.
It was, I didn't know her damage potential on Sobek, and he was just sitting under tower. She knew her damage potential on Sobek, and she's like, if you could just give me a little bit of damage, I can get him. So she says attack, and I'm able to trust her and go in and follow her. If we didn't get the pick, or if she just completely oofed and we both died, we might watch out for her calls in the future, but it worked out pretty well. We have Sphere of the Magus online. That is going to give us 110 magical power. It's going to give us 10 flat penetration, and it's going to give us a passive. Whenever we damage an enemy with an ability, they're going to become marked, taking 7.5% more damage from all damage sources. We know the Raw is nearby. Afro is right here. We're going to go ahead and ult her. She uses her ultimate to avoid the damage. We get hit by a Raw ult. We're pretty weak, so we're going to start backing up. We do have Bancroft's Talon, so we're just going to clean up a wave, lifesteal off the wave, and then rotate back to the fight.
An enemy has been slain.
Raijin's able to get the pick onto one. We're going to hit this, get a little bit more health. Raw is retreating. This would be a good time to get Gold Fury. We got to take out this Wheelix. This Wheelix is an issue.
They were warned.
Now we got to run because we can't take out the Wheelix. We're going to set up a ward. She is chasing us. We do have beads for her.
An enemy has been slain.
She dodges our 3. Artemis is here. Nice ult by Artemis. We're able to use our line attack and get the pick. We use our 3, but Sobek is able to dash out before it fully grows to its full state and applies the cripple. We're going to get this middle tower. I think we can make a play for gold. Yeah, there we go. I make the call in game. We're going to go ahead and work on the enemy red buff. No one on my team is interested in Gold Fury, so we're going to go back to the team fight. We do have our ultimate, and we do have enough mana to spam both of them. We're going to use our ult. We get some good damage onto the Aphrodite. So right there, we missed her with the center, but between our 3 and just the base damage from the ultimate, not the additional damage, we are able to get the pick. After going into Spear of the Magus, we're going to be going into Soul Reaver. Soul Reaver is going to give us some power, some mana, 10% magical penetration, and whenever we damage an enemy with an ability, they're going to lose a percentage of their maximum health. Raw's fighting into 3 people. Hopefully our team can clean that up.
Nice job. Tactical Fury.
Now they want to attack the Gold Fury. Now that I'm on the other side of the map, starting a rotation. I trust that the 2 of them, soon to be 3 of them, are going to be able to clean it up. So I'm just going to clean up the right side of the map while they're working on the left. Wheelix is over there, so it's a little bit riskier than I thought, but we're able to secure the Gold Fury. And right there, I clear wave instead of going for blue. The reason I'm clearing wave is because the minions are going to kill each other, and there's going to be less gold and XP the longer it takes for me to get to the wave. Blue's going to just hang out and wait for me on my time. So we're going to clear the wave, get as much gold and XP as possible, then hit the blue buff. So we are doing alright, and man does it feel good to just zoom around the map like this fast. We use our 2, we're even faster, which is just ridiculous. We do have our ultimate, we're probably going to use our 2 right here to get some increased movement speed. We're going to zoom in. We get some damage off, but not a lot. That was probably a very bad ultimate. And a Wheelix touches us once, so we are pretty much dead. We use our 3. Our team is able to provide a very good amount of peel. Circuit, or Set, is still here. We're able to bait him a little bit, and our team is able to clean him up.
Attack left. Group up. On my way. Ready.
Let's see, they just have the Raw and the Sobek left. We should be able to get this tier 2 tower in left if all 5 of us push it. This tier 2 tower is going to give everyone on our team a little bit of gold, 250 gold each.
Destroy the left enemy tower. Lane. Attack middle lane.
Now we're just going to move as a team of 5, get the middle tower, and there's not a whole lot that the enemy team can do right now. So we're just going to strip away what we can. We could maybe make a play for fire, but they're all about to be up. We're going to be greedy, go for the enemy speed buff.
On my way. Completed.
2 people over and left, so it actually would be a pretty good time to go for fire, although Sobek is rotating. 3 people on left. We're going to go ahead and pick up Soul Reaver. Then we're going to buy some wards and some health potions. Our speed is up, so that is going to be our first stop. Love tap to the jungle shrine. Zerket has dropped the blue, so we're going to start rotating towards mid. Set's here, not that interested, so we're just going to keep on moving. Raw's here, more interested, so we're going to give him a little bit of a chase. You're just so fast. That is his beads. We used our ultimate. Aphrodite, Awelix is here. I think we're dead. Yeah. That is just so much damage. She needs to be the priority pick for us. If Awelix is out of the fight, I think we win team fights, no problem. But if Awelix is in the fight, I feel like she could pick any one of us at any time. Raijin uses his ultimate. He's able to get the pick onto the Aphrodite. Awelix goes down. We have 4 people up marching. Unfortunate that we went down, but the enemy team surrenders. Well, if you guys enjoyed this game, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you feel like you learned anything at all, check out the channel and subscribe for more content. The stats for this game will be posted in just a moment. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.